first down for the Redhawks.
And we're back live. Looks like we've got the internet back up and running.
Fantastic.
And not much has passed by since we left you a few minutes ago. Manchester, although getting through there. Big missed flag, I guess. A hit in the end zone on, I believe it was Louis Montalvo on a catchable pass. Typically a flag, or it was Ethan Lemos. Thank you. Ethan Lemos coming down with a catchable pass, was hit in midair. No flag came down. Both teams were really appealing for that penalty. I think Manchester was a little bit more shocked that they didn't call it. Number 16 gets a nice pass. He was still on his feet. And that is Jared Lindstrom on a short pass, and he makes it.
First down for Manchester.
Jimmie, Manchester has switched up a little bit, going with the short, quick passes right now, getting a couple yards at a time.
Well, Wethersfield knew this guy had a cannon, and they were covering deep for a lot of this time. So now that they're seeing these guys go short, this has got to be a little jarring for the defensive unit.
Yep, they got past that 40. Let's see if Wethersfield defense can't hold it.
Just past the 32. Adrian Parker, he's set up. He doesn't have Hightower with him, but he does have Kennedy. Here's a snap. Turns, fires quick. Oh, through his hand.
Pass is incomplete. Second down.
Looks like that might have been number 19, the intended receiver.
The slot was so far in.
No, that was 13 that was the intended receiver.
Jimmie, this quarterback Parker can throw from sideline to sideline. He has a gun on him.
Yeah, he's got some power, but we're just trying to see if he can't dial it in. 3:20 to go in the first half. Down 14-0 are the Redhawks. Eagles in control. Parker is set. He's got 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Dropping back. He'll fire down the field. The Evans! The Evans turns on the Jets. Down the sideline. There he goes. He could. Oh, brought down before the 25. As Gus Johnson would proudly shout down the sideline.
Intercepted by number 33, Matthias Nieves.
Matthias Nieves comes up clutch, practically in the end zone with that pick. That is a major interception.
Back 74
and
yards.
again,
Be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Again, the Manchester Redhawks are stopped just short.
That was just a 2nd or 3rd interception by
That is now the 2nd interception by this defensive unit. And this defensive unit prides themselves on passing defense, and they've been good so far, almost to a T. Jovan Hill takes the ball. He'll carry and tries to go to the high line. This will be probably a gain of 4, 2nd down.
Jimmie, signs of good teams are definitely converting points on turnovers. Let's see if Wethersfield can continue that and show how much of their dominance and just put one in the end zone.
Well, Wethersfield was just down in this part of the field, it felt like about a minute ago. So we'll see if they can do anything different. Last time it was a throw down to the end zone, broken up on that 4th and long play. They're in about that same territory. We'll see if they can gun one to the end zone again. 2:20 to go in the first half.
Got single coverage out here on the right.
Looks like Cam Riggy is stepping in to be the quarterback. Will Bankowski on the bench. Cam Riggy has had a few of these opportunities before as the 2nd string quarterback. Hands it off to Hill. Hill takes it up the middle and he's got room. He'll move it. That might be a first.
No, the ball carrier.
Will be. They move the chains.
Across the 15-yard line for an Eagle. First down.
First down from about the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. Yes, the 14-yard line. 1:45 left in the 2nd quarter. Number 14 will come on. Bankowski is actually back on the field. Riggy is coming off. Riggy gets that snap back there with the handoff to Jovan Hill. Bankowski again, getting set. Ooh, and a jump and a false start on Manchester.
I had
Wethersfield was definitely
Penalty on the play.
rush there. Just letting the clock run.
Yeah.
Penalty on the plate.
Down to
5 yards against Manchester.
Hear that, Bucci? It's the sound of the defense backing up. That is not a good sign. Those mental errors are going to cost you. With that 5-yard penalty is set up on the 9-yard line.
I want to see a quick little slant here. That's the play I'd call right now.
Inside the 10, we'll see if they fire it for Bankowski. 1st down and 5 with under a minute to go. He'll run off to the side as he rolls out to the near sideline. Fires to Montalvo. 2 feet in, and he's got it down.
Touchdown.
Louis Montalvo drags it in. He's got the touchdown, and it's going to be a 20-0 game with a minute left in the first half.
That was one phenomenal catch. Was able to hold the ball and get a foot in.
That was absolutely beautiful footwork by Montalvo, keeping himself in bounds, bringing down the football under some coverage too. He's really the complete package for this Eagles team, let alone offensively. Defensively, he came up with an interception. Point after, sails through the uprights, and the kids on the hill get there. One of the biggest traditions here at the high school, the middle schoolers stacked up on the hill. It really seems like a rite of passage to come up to the high school. You can't really get past the middle school without seeing a football game from the hill. I know I've done it, so.
And I know Mr. Weber, he just loves the kids on the hill.
Oh, definitely.
Especially after halftime when they're all candy and sugared up.
Oh, man. Oh, goodness me. That's rich. Maybe not for Weber, but it's rich for us.
It's my fault. No, no, it was already playing, so it was too late.
And that last play, Bankowski was right on the money. He put that ball only where his receiver could catch it, nobody else.
Oh, definitely. He was fantastic throwing a spiral back there.
I don't know, Jimmie. I'm thinking squib kick.
I'm thinking squib kick. I don't know. They got 27 back there. Maybe he's the return man these guys are worried about. And they've yet to boom one deep. They've been giving these guys field positioning all night. Back to 24. He'll bring it up the field.
Close it.
And he'll be brought down. That is Giovanni Morales, the senior, coming up with a return.
Giovanni Morales on the
Felipe
return.
Lozano on the tackle back there. 44.5 seconds left.
Seems like Groundhog Day, Jimmie. Manchester starting to get around the 35-40.
They'll probably make it back to the Eagles 40, maybe the 30. If maybe for a third time in a row we see another interception by the defensive back unit.
Their own 37-yard line.
See what happens here. We get playoffs start next week for the fall sports. Tuesday, 4:45, field hockey gets their round 1 matchup with Brookfield. And later on tonight, we'll let you know of the other brackets for girls soccer and boys soccer. As earlier today, we ended up catching a little bit of the CCC meet between Wethersfield and the rest of the conference for girls swim and dive. A nice little trip up by number 44, Evan Christian, as he stops him just as he got past for a first down.
If Evan doesn't make that tackle, he's probably looking to get at least 10 more yards.
Maybe.
Defense is playing back. They can pass the whole time. Manchester went with
First down for the Redhawks.
Number 49. They've got 20 seconds. Handoff. He's got a little bit more room. Breaking loose. These guys are getting fooled on the passing plays. That, I think, is another first. Looks like timeout, maybe.
Timeout.
Oh, that's going to be an injury timeout, and we'll step aside here on Blue Eagle News. 21-0, 14.9 left in the first half.
There were teachers who
So we're back, and he'll be walking off the field. He should be all right. He's number 55, Earl.
It's good to see him walking off on his own power.
Always a good sign.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time left in this first half. We'll see if Manchester guns a few more deep to the end zone, or if they'll let the clock run out, go to halftime, cut their losses, trail by 3 touchdowns. Of course, not entirely unwinnable going into the second half, but certainly not a situation you want to be in. I mean, hey, we've seen 28-3 games happen, so yeah. So granted, there's a little bit more time in those quarters, but 12 minutes still a sizable amount of time. The teams are still settling out from the injury timeout that was taken on the field. Teams getting the coaching in that they would have had it been a regular timeout. And as the defensive unit for the Eagles takes to the field wearing the black, white, and navy blue, white lettering, navy blue trim on black jerseys. I gotta say, I'm a fan of these alternates. I like them.
Jimmie, I do like these.
I did hear the players not so much. Players, they don't like the mesh. That's what most of the uniform is made out of. They wish it was more of like the matte kind of material that they used on the shoulders, is what I was told at least. They're not a fan of the whole jersey being mesh. They said it's like practice jerseys.
For me, it's aesthetically pleasing, so.
It is. It's some old school jersey. Oh, nice pass out to number 16. Manchester continues to move the ball. Timeout quickly called, as that was Jared Lindstrom once again.
Lindstrom picks up a first down for Manchester.
Timeout was quickly called by Manchester and the Red Hawks.
Timeout, Manchester.
8.6. They need a few more yards, I think, to really kick a meaningful field goal, but it's not a lot of yards.
Yeah, I think they're going to make at least 1 or 2 shots in the end zone. 8.5 seconds, and then they put a 10-yard pass again, and then shot in the end zone.
And this is their second timeout of the half, so they'll have one more after this, so an opportunity to get a man out on, or the special teams unit out onto the field if this play continues. But I do like the tastes. The taste of the music is very good, I will say. Getting set is Parker. He's back. Maybe time for one last drive to the end zone. He's gonna look. He's hit as he throws. The ball hits the ground. A stoppage in time. 4.5 seconds to go. Big pressure by that Eagles defensive unit in the pocket.
Number 98, Caleb Garcia, stepped up.
Caleb Garcia having a day out there today.
Yes, he is.
Picked up a sack earlier today, I believe, as well. Or no, that belonged to Bryson Evans. Caleb Garcia getting in the pocket, though.
Probably the last play of the first half.
And to bring out the kicker, that is number 5. Or no, that's the running back, number 5. Nazir Hightower. Nazir Hightower. Still having Adrian Parker on the field. 4.5 seconds. This should be the final dig at the end zone. Calls for the snap. It's high. Fires. He got it. He'll go right out of bounds with 0.5 seconds to go. Are you serious? Half a second is on the board. And here comes the special teams unit now, I believe. Be again that.
Let's say no. I think Jimmie at this point.
I saw Adrian Parker walking off the field. So
yeah, I think when you're 0-7 or 0-6 and you shut out 21-0, I think you have to go for your half second left.
Well, you're from the 21-yard line. Good opportunity.
But Jimmie, I looks like I am going to be correct.
That is a team.
The team is out.
So Parker is going to hold the ball. Number 13, Dylan Jackson, the wide receiver and kicker on the field. 38-yarder, here it comes. Oh my goodness, the power. That is going to be a 21-3. That is an amazing kick in high school right there. That is an NFL kick.
Jimmie, I think you had legs for 48, maybe 50.
That was a big,
and at the end of the first half, it's Wethersfield 21.
Halftime here. We'll step away, but you can stick with the video feed. We'll bring you the halftime entertainment, the band, the dance team, the cheerleaders, all coming up over the next 20 minutes. We'll be right back, Bucci and I, by we. It's 21-3 at halftime. We'll send you the entertainment in just a few moments as the teams make their way off the field. Halftime upon us. We've still got another 24 minutes of action to go. Your score, Wethersfield 21, Manchester 3. Yeah, he does. Jimmie, you can't call him. That's an NFL kick. Yeah. Oh, Matt, guys, hey, good all right with you?
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Wethersfield High School cheerleaders.
I want to get a good dude.
I'm really trying to keep up this because I also have to go
I gotta stay seated? Do I gotta stay seated?
Huh?
Do I have to stay seated or are you filming?
Oh, we're filming. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
stay seated.
Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Wethersfield High School cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, next the Wethersfield High School dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your pride of Wethersfield Eagle Marching Band. Tonight the band will perform their 2021 production drive.
Riley, you don't have to do anything, it's already set.
Under the direction of drum majors Bailey Cox, Megan Litcomb, and Abby Montez. The 2021 Eagle Marching Band would like to know what drives you.
race car. She couldn't get it out of park. It's all good. Is that a pig? You named it? Wilbur? That is some pig, right? Did you ask your teacher which part's the bacon? Should, and like every time you leave. You guys aren't old? Sorry, you guys, it's me. You guys, it's me. They're not cold at all. No, no. They're in sweatshirts.
Oh, yeah, just got a hot dog I finished it. Nice.
Here's a little cool pumpkin.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Wethersfield Eagles.
All right, well, we're back, and the Eagles have taken back to the field. Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles, alongside me, Mr. Bucci. Mr. Bucci, it was an interesting first half. Eagles lead 21-3. What have you seen through those first 24 minutes of contest?
I think Manchester should get to the 40 and kick field goals. Holy cow, that kid had a leg.
Yeah, I mean,
that was honestly the most shocking thing that I've seen. Spectacular leg. Great.
so now they know field goal range could really be anywhere from the goal line to maybe the 45.
That's for sure. I think Wethersfield really came out, set the tone, set the pace.
Yeah.
Would flex their muscles, in the run game, the pass game, defensively. I think they came out and played one heck of the first half. Let's see if they can continue it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very good first half from the Eagles, especially defensively. They just really need to stop letting them get to the 40 so often. And we did learn it is not a strategic squibbing of the kickoffs. He's supposed to squib it, only he's supposed to squib it deep. A little deeper. It's not strategic. They're not worried about a return man. So that's the answer to our question. They just aren't trying to arc it tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes.
We will.
And Jim, just want to say, that was one incredible, that's a trifecta of halftime shows. The cheerleaders, the dance team, and the band put on a phenomenal show today.
Of course, and the band ranked 3rd at their state's competition just this past week. Of course, it's more of a regional states championship, so they fell behind to Naugatuck, who came first in their group, and then get ready for this, from Dudley, Massachusetts. I believe it was Shepherd Hill Regional High School that came in second. Eagles bringing home the bronze. Certainly a great performance if you can beat guys from all around New England and only lose to 2 other schools. That's a phenomenal performance. So the band has always been one of the highlights of has always been one of the highlights of some of the fall programs, and they continue a legacy of success in that band program, really cementing that they are the pride of Wethersfield.
That's for sure. Jimmie, I don't know how you had that information. You're an encyclopedia of information. I didn't even know they kept track of like their band stats.
Oh, they told me, and then I did research. I did further research. They told me that they lost to a team from Massachusetts, and I went, hey, that doesn't make sense if that's a CIAC thing, and I learned it's not a CIAC thing. It's a U.S. bands thing. Some great. The Google machine is incredible, Mr. Bucci.
Really? That and photo math.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know much about photo math. I did in my middle school days, so.
Photo math got a lot of kids through the pandemic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hunger Action Team and Jimmie Club wants to thank everybody for tackling harder tonight.
Oh, Wethersfield.
Not sure, but we're going to find out.
Everybody for their food and monetary donations. Be up at picnic tables near the Southern Gate through halftime and beyond if anyone would like to make a donation.
Not through the high school though. Tried it once freshman year, it did not work. I was confused, way too confused to do it again. Otherwise, I've had a pretty good year with stats. Here comes the kickoff. It's going to be number 13, Dylan Jackson. Kicks it away, and it's a high, booming kick. This will fall to Nieves. Matthias Nieves. Oh, he trips with it, loses his balance, and face plants into the turf.
Nieves on the return. First and 10 for the Eagles.
I don't know if he got tripped with 25. I thought he tripped over the turf back there. That's why you do a double knot, kids. Don't be tripping on them laces. Especially not in the second half. Eagles getting set with the ball. They're going to go from the southern to northern end zones. Will Bankowski is set to control the tempo. Jovan Hill with him. Hands it off to Hill. Hill goes up the gut. He'll be stopped. Should be about
5 yards on the play.
Looks like Bankowski's ankles wrapped pretty tightly, pretty heavily right now. I wonder what happened.
I can't quite explain to you. 73 coming off the field for Wethersfield. That's Will McKenna. He'll take a step off. Looking for, I believe, Angel Soto. They're trying to put Angel Soto on the field.
It's like 2nd and 5, I'd say.
Just about. That looks right down the middle to me. Instead, here's a snap. Hand off. Another run for Hill. And 11:03.
I think
There's a flag on the play.
Yes.
that looks like it's probably the rate of holding.
Yes, indeed.
Right now, Mike
Yeah. Now, usually you see a flag in that.
Holding ball against the Eagles.
Sure enough, it was.
10-yard penalty from the spot on the ball.
Coach is not going to be happy about that call.
No, he is not. Big detriment to that Eagles offensive drive. See if I can get up and close the door. And not trip over the chair.
Jimmie took around 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here, oh boy. Getting intense now. Oh, Bankowski under a lot of pressure, got hit as he
Pass
threw
is
it.
incomplete. 3rd and 12 for the Eagles.
3rd and 12, not what they were looking for to start the half.
Oh, looks like a new Manchester defensive team. Wethersfield had their way all first half, and all of a sudden, Manchester came out, got a little pressure on Bankowski there. Stepping it up so far.
One has to wonder what did occur in that locker room to get this defense fired up. Maybe it was that long field goal. Who knows? Maybe that's been their secret weapon all along.
Or Halloween candy.
Halloween candy could have been it. I know I had some at halftime. Bankowski. Oh, spun and
Bankowski brought first down for a loss on the play.
spun and tried to keep her. Does not pay out.
First time, I think, today that the Wethersfield kicking team has come on.
Just about. Last time they went fourth down, or went 3 and out. Now on 4th and 12, just about, maybe a little bit more. 4th and 13, just about. I'm going to try and kick it away. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, as we are still set. Looks like it'll be Louis Montalvo set the punt. He's set back. Snap comes to him. Runs with it a little bit. Punts it deep. Fair catch. 32-yard line will be the final resting place. 9:31 to go.
At the 32-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks.
One B style kick there, or 1 and out, and roll it out and kick it on the run.
And Lou Montalvo really does do it all. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it, he's done it.
Yeah.
He's doing a phenomenal job of it.
And what year is it?
I believe this would be his sophomore year.
Sophomore year, wow.
First season on varsity, his freshman year, he didn't get a season. Did see him play basketball. He can shoot. A lot of beyond the arc kind of shots. Getting set now, 9:31 to go in the quarter. Calls for a snap there, play action. Oh, and he's eating up back there. 99, Bryson Evans with a big stop.
Brought down for a loss on the play by number 99, Bryson Evans.
That is a big
loss of 2 yards on the play.
loss
Second down.
off the handoff as well. Maybe these guys might be a little bit more cautious on the next play call. Solid defensive effort by Wethersfield. Bryson Evans and Caleb Garcia combining, having quite a game today. A lot of pressure, a lot of tackles for losses. 1 sack between the two of them. Here's a snap. Evans tries to get in there. Garcia nearly swats the ball down. Tanner Healy is on him by the high sideline and drags him out of bounds.
Archer connects with Archer. Driven out of bounds by
Big
Tanner
pickup
Healy.
before second, or big pickup for second down.
Yeah.
Now coming to third.
Manageable 3rd down. Let's see what Wethersfield has to offer. We'll dial up on some defense. Hopefully a little pressure.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Red Hawks.
I'd like to see him chase him out of the pocket a little bit.
Well, they haven't exactly chased him out of the pocket, but they've certainly been chasing him around in the pocket, making him scramble, probably making him sweat a little bit too. Adrian Parker snaps the ball, dropping back, fires, and he's sandwiched. Is that enough for a first?
Gonna be close.
They are going to move the chains. They signal for it to move.
Picks up a 1st down.
It's like between Ben Caulfield and TJ Smith for the tackle.
So you can sit there if you want, honey.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
44, they are ready to go.
Speed not in the game is today. He'll be recovering and be back on the defense soon.
He was dealing with an injury and was notified early in the week that he was not going to be able to play this week. Unsure about next week, though. We'll find out. More of a day-to-day kind of injury.
Yeah.
7:58 left in the quarter. Oh, flags go!
Flag on the play. Delay of game call against.
Delay of game.
Red Hawks.
I have not seen that in high school ball.
Oh, that's inexcusable in high school.
High school ball, you rarely see.
That's just kind of penalty that will keep the coach up at night. That should not happen.
5-yard penalty.
It's not like the pros where they're calling in and changing up and audibilizing and reading different defenses. It's usually 1 or 2 play calls.
That's
And
it.
they're ready to go.
And when you're down 21-3, what audibles are you calling that leads to a delay of game? I think at that point you pick maybe 2-3 plays out of the book and keep running them if they work. Big pressure. Oh, hit late on. Flag goes. This should be pass interference.
As they complete, there's a flag on the play.
Flew right over the intended receiver and he got rocked.
Waiting for the ref's call.
Thinking it over here.
It's been a personal foul. Legal hands.
Legal use of the hands. That's a big penalty.
Penalty on the play is a holding call against the Eagles.
Push the ball all the way to the 49. Should be around first down and 5. That might have been
first down and 5 for Manchester.
49 to go. Snap. Looking for a quick pass. Pressure. Wide open receiver. Down the sideline and out of bounds. Dylan Jackson with a big catch. And the Red Hawks march
Picks up
down.
a first down for the Red Hawks.
Red Hawks begin to march downfield. 17
First and 10, the Eagle 35-yard line.
Jimmie, honestly, at this point in time, you know, it might be a little cynical, but they might want to bring the kicker on and go for 3.
I mean, he could make it. I'm not going to put it past him. We saw that first field goal. I think field goal range is anywhere from goal line to 40.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Snap. Solid blocking. Number 44 is all over. It's a combined effort. Looks like that might have been Evan Christian with a combined effort of 2-3 other Eagles football players for that tackle.
Wethersfield has just snuffed out Manchester.
No gain on the play, second down.
No. And I mean, it's good that they're trying to diversify the play calling. They have blockers along that offensive line, but when you've got a kid that can throw darts and a kid that can kick for miles, this seems like an easy combination.
Trips to the left.
Set. Parker calls for it. Pressure. A screen. Oh, hit late on. TJ Smith as well as Cooper Moreau get the tackle done. Cooper Moreau, one of the captains. TJ Smith, another one of the captains. Jeremy Gilbert and Holden Speed, the other 2.
Pickup of 3 yards on the play. Third down.
Smart defense here, very aware of the situation. Saw the running backs leaking out of the backfield, and they picked them up. They got 2 yards on them.
I think it might have been 3. So it should be about 3rd and 7. Might be a passing situation here for the Red Hawks. In Eagle territory. Not sure if this is what you would call 4-down territory, but if it don't work out, you still got the kicker. Here he comes. QB keeper breaks through, and he's got room. The quarterback's got wheels to the end zone. Touchdown, Manchester.
Touchdown, Manchester.
With 5 minutes
Adrian Parker on the run. Keeps the ball, makes his way into the end zone for the Red Hawks.
Adrian Parker, 33 yards to the end zone. That's quite a run for a quarterback. We didn't even know he had wheels like that. Maybe Manchester is saving up the big guns for late first half, early second half. You got the kicker, you got the quarterback who can throw darts, and he's got wheels now.
Gee, I don't know where that one came from. I am absolutely surprised. He did not scramble at all. They didn't run him at all the first half. And he just sprinted out of there like a gazelle in a freight train at the end. Holy cow.
I mean, he looked like a track star back there, like someone fired a blank and that was the mark to go.
Somebody better warn the concession stand. Ball is incoming.
And that one will soar towards the bullpen, bouncing off the
And with
fence.
5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Wethersfield 21, Manchester 10.
Jimmie, I don't think that's how the coach wanted to start the second half.
Absolutely not, especially when you start with the ball, you punt it, all of a sudden Manchester finds the end zone. This game is flipped all of a sudden, 21-10, still an 11-point lead, 2-score game. So they're not out of the woods yet for Manchester, but Wethersfield is going to have to act fast.
The last thing you want to do with a team that has no victories, you don't want to give them any confidence. You just want to keep the pressure on them and just put them down.
Absolutely.
It's up to Wethersfield's offense get back on track, which I think they can. They're very capable of doing that.
See the Red Hawks trying to showcase a little special teams prowess. 5 minutes even left on the clock for the third quarter. Third quarter's been blowing by us here. First and third quarters have gone by pretty quick. Second quarter, and what I can only imagine will be the fourth quarter, are going to go by quite slowly. William Montalvo brings it out, and look at him go. He's got some space. He'll make it to
Montalvo on return for the Eagles.
Oh! A little extracurriculars back there. Number 9 wrestles the ball loose. Trying to strip it after Montalvo is down, and a flag goes up.
It's getting a little chippy. That might cost somebody 15 yards.
That might be Elijah Lavoie who gets penalized here. Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
Penalty on the play is a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct called against Manchester.
Just an undisciplined play there. You got to maintain your head and your composure. That just kind of deflates you after Manchester. You're going to make a little bit of a run and a push. They just get off 15 easy yards.
Yeah, that is not what you wanted. And of course, at this stage in the game, you're down 21-10. You're closing the gap. It's late in the season. You got nothing really left to lose. You got to keep a level head. You're this close to trying to pull a comeback on a team on a 3-game hot streak. Snaps the ball, handoff from Bankowski to Hill. Hill breaks through for what I could imagine 5, maybe 6 yards.
Hill, the ball carrier for the Eagles. Picks up 5 yards on the play. Second down.
Good first yard gain.
Down 5.
I want to see a little play action here.
Haven't seen that yet today. At least from the Eagles. We've seen it on the Red Hawks part. See what Wethersfield can do. And that'll be a handoff to Hill. Hill's got room. Oh my goodness, what a run! And a quick straight
40-yard line
for the first.
Red Hawk territory and an Eagle first down.
Cooper Moreau will come onto the field, and he comes in for number 14, Andrew Knapp. Knapp comes off the field. TJ Smith goes on the field as well.
Looks like Jovan Hill got a little nicked up on that play.
Yeah, and he's getting checked out by the trainer back there along the sideline.
Took 4 guys to get him down to the ground finally. He ran hard there.
Yeah, this guy goes hard every single play, and that is exactly what the coaching staff wants. Matthias Nieves is in motion, snaps the ball. A little pitch to TJ Smith, who's going to run. And Smith, maybe, he gets a pretty good run out there.
By TJ Smith, the ball carrier.
Offensive line's really pushing Manchester back before there's any
Picks up
contact.
7 yards on the play.
7-yard gain. 3:18 to go. He was pushed out of bounds. Third quarter here. First and 10, or not first and 10. Now it'll be 2nd and 3. See what the team can manage. Oh, flag goes up.
I'm not sure what that was.
It's a sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
One-on-one coverage out there with Montalvo.
TJ Smith, oh, gets hit hard off the line. Flag is immediately thrown.
Another flag on the play.
I'm not sure. Oh. Big hit to TJ Smith. You can hear it. That was audible.
Yeah, those pads are cracking. I don't know if it was helmet to helmet. There was something there. Big collision.
Oh, yeah. This flag is for face masking on Manchester.
Fire plays a personal foul call, face mask against Manchester.
Man,
that's 30 yards. You know, as a math teacher, I can add 15 to 15. That's 33 yards given what is in this drive.
jeez. Man, these guys are giving up yards like they're running a charity on this drive.
Being first and 10 for the Eagles. Red Hawks 16-yard line.
Wethersfield up by 11. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cam Riggy on in the quarterback position as the second stringer steps back in. TJ Smith next to him. Riggy takes off. He can run. He gets hit. They're going to try and push him forward. Manchester pushes him all the way back. So the cascade of white shirts overpower him.
Bringing ball carry.
Looks like Bankowski's back in. He'll be in the center.
Cam Riggy comes off the field there.
Pickup of 2 yards on the play.
Second down and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. A very cold night here in November. I can see my breath in this very booth. Ridiculous. Cannot wait to get home and jump under the blankets, I'll tell you what. Bankowski fired! He caught it anyway! Matthias Nieves! A fistful of a jersey does not stop Matthias Nieves! And a touchdown for Wethersfield! My goodness! Nick Nasty will come in and be set to kick the point after. A minute 53 to go here in the third quarter, and this will be, if he makes it, a 28-10 game.
Bankowski did a good job at exploiting the defense. One-on-one coverage out in the corners. Just put it up there, and his man won the battle. Got held and still was able to pull out the ball. What a catch.
Oh, yeah. I think jumping under those blankets is going to be a lot sweeter for Will Bankowski with these touchdown passes. Man, he is going to love it if these guys hang on for the win and grab their 6th of the year.
Point is no good.
No good, he missed it.
1 minute and 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Wethersfield 27, Manchester 10.
So this will be a 17-point game with a minute 53 to go in the third. Nick Nasty misses it.
Was tipped at the line or just didn't get all of it? Couldn't quite tell from this vantage point.
I did not see that hit. You know, short.
It was short, yeah, it wasn't sure if it was tipped.
I did not see that point after, so we asked our producer, Liv D. Her eyes on the screens there, making sure all the action she brings to you guys is of the highest quality.
I didn't realize all that goes on in production here. I thought you just came up, sat in front of the microphone, and did what you do. Wow, there's a lot of people behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, camera people everywhere.
Definitely.
In this box.
Yeah, there is a lot of people involved on these streams, and for the last one of the season, we're so glad that you guys could join us. They're going to move up the kick to the 45. I believe the penalty from the end zone is being assessed here.
I think it is.
It's about, what, 20 yards? Maybe 15? And now he gets it in the air. That falls back into the end zone.
Yeah, those new rules, I just can't get used to. If I was a kid playing football, I could touch the ball, roll the end.
It'll be first and 10 for the Red Hawks, the 20-yard line.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This generation of football is getting soft. I remember when guys wore no shoulder pads. You got hit, your heart exploded. That was some honor.
Jimmy, you're too young for those kind of memories.
No, absolutely. But I wasn't too young to be waking up at 4 a.m. and watching NFL films on cable. Never too young to do that, trust me. Ball starts out from the 20-yard line.
This is the deepest Manchester started all game.
Oh, definitely. Wethersfield has been very generous in that kicking department, having these guys get some great field positioning. Here's a run play, and he's got some room as he breaks away. Look at him go. And we said the running game was not up to snuff earlier on in the game. Now
Morales, the ball carrier for
this running game
Manchester picks up a first down.
It is not.
Big change. It's almost like two different teams.
Yeah, this is not the same Manchester we saw in the first half of this contest, and I'm actually a little happy about it because this is going to be a lot more intense when we go into the fourth quarter in the next minute 23. And set with it, Manchester. Got to deal with a little bit more on the penalties, but a little more discipline. Oh, Tanner Healy is there. Him and Cooper Moreau look to bring down the receiver.
Oh, Tanner Healy made a good play on the ball. He almost had a pick six there.
Nearly if he had gotten in front of it.
Yeah, just. Good anticipation.
A couple of 6 yards on the play, second down.
Well, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Looks like Wethersfield's picking their defensive backs, picking them up a little bit closer, not giving them as much of a cushion.
I don't know, I think this could backfire big time. I got a feeling. I don't see this being a run play, but it is. That's why I'm not a coordinator. And they'll stop him at the line. Wethersfield read that play like a book.
Yes, he did.
Miles, the ball carrier
Mr.
for the Redhawks.
Crowd.
Would be.
3rd and 2.
I can confirm this is the first time we've got a teacher as a guest commentator on Blue Eagle. So you've blazed a trail, Mr. Bucci.
Well, thank you, Jay. It's been 4 years of listening.
And at the end of the third quarter, it's Wethersfield 27, Manchester 10.
Well, third quarter is over. 27-10 your score. Eagles setting up to the final stanza of tonight's contest. 27-10. We'll be right back with the fourth. Eagles defense ready to jam helmets together as we're set for the final round of this 4-round heavyweight bout. Neither team giving up here in the second half. Number 30 is there, but that might be enough for a first down. So that was Felipe Lozano. Yes, it is. Adrian Parker, who is showcasing some running skills out here in this second half. Something we did not see in the first.
I think we need the crowd here to liven up a little bit. We need some chants, some stomps, something going on. We need a little energy here to support our Wethersfield Eagles.
Definitely, and oftentimes this place is an electric factory. As here's the snap, dropping back, a little pressure as Bryson Evans encroaches on the pocket, but wide open is the receiver, and it takes 4 Eagles to bring him down. Number 13, Dylan Jackson.
Parker connects with Jackson and another Redhawk first down. First and 10 at the Eagle 35-yard line.
11-10 to go. Eagles up by 17, so it is a 3-score football game right now. After 3 touchdowns to take the lead, 2 touchdowns and a field goal to tie it.
Got him under backfield.
Oh, right through his hands.
Pass is incomplete.
And Nazir Hightower
Second down.
was the intended receiver.
That ball might have had a little too much zip on it.
Maybe just a little too much sauce put onto it. Well, Hightower will come back on the field. He's ready for another play. Typically, we haven't seen Hightower for more than one lone play, and then he goes back to the bench. So now we might be seeing him for the series. 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. Oh, big pressure. Fires on the ground.
Pass is incomplete. Third down.
Somebody had a hand on the quarterback. I can't tell if it was number 99, Bryson Evans, or 98, Caleb Garcia, but someone had a hand on a shoulder pad there.
I want to say that was Evans. Although the two of them have really been pocket monsters over there. They are getting past the O-line and making them pay. It's been happening all game long. Getting set. It's a new running back out there. The typical running back. Oh, Caleb Garcia! Off like a shot! Forces an incompletion. 4th and 10. But they're inside the 40.
They are in field goal range.
After the pressure from Caleb Garcia.
Kind of surprised. I thought the quarterback there had a chance to run. I know he likes to make plays with his arm, but he proved in his last series that he can run. He was being tracked down by Caleb Garcia.
Oh, definitely.
Looked like he might have had a chance to sneak it upfield.
No, Garcia was breathing down his neck. I don't think he would have got too far. And they're inside the 50, so they're in field goal range tonight.
Yeah, but it looks like they're going to go for the 4th down instead.
Ooh, that is interesting. I mean, 1 field goal, 2 touchdowns. You have a tie game. This might have been a strange decision on 4th and 10. Weird to say that that's 4-down territory, and the Eagles make him pay.
47.
Noah Pascaretta. Big sack.
Absolutely blew up that play.
Oh, man. These guys made him pay for thinking that was 4-down territory. Absolutely impeccable play by Pascaretta. That's a big hit for him, as well as Bryson Evans, who's also applying a little bit of pressure out there.
For the Eagles, threw a 45-yard line.
Coach must be happy because the 3rd quarter, the Wethersfield defense didn't look so good. They come out in the 4th quarter and just really put the pedal to the metal, got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Very, very impressive.
You're absolutely right there, and Matt McKinnon was a defensive mind, I believe a defensive coordinator, before he took over the helm of the Eagles 2 years ago. So with that, he's got to be ecstatic about this defensive performance here in the 4th quarter thus far, as it looks like Jovan Hill takes the ball, and he'll be brought down.
Ball carrier for the Eagles.
10.5.
Yeah, Manchester's looking for a turnover, looking to punch the ball out right there.
Big time.
Manchester player down on the ground.
We are going to see a stoppage in play here.
It's nice to see Jovan Hill back in the game. He did go out for a series.
And we'll step away as the injury timeout occurs. 10:21 to go in the 4th. 27-10. Eagles lead. get up and walk off the field. That's number 44 out there, Antonio Masiti. He'll walk off under his own power, which is always a good sign. Eagles setting up shop at the 49-yard line. Clock begins to roll.
2nd and 5.
And like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our Eagles. And they continue to play quite well through this contest, defensively and offensively, racking up 27 points here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw by Bankowski. He's got a man. Oh, what a catch!
Lemos with a catch there.
And Ethan Lemos in the past has come up big, and now this crowd comes up even bigger.
Well into
Just talking about a few minutes.
Eagle first down.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially on this cold night, you'd think they'd be bouncing around a little bit more, trying to keep warm.
Certainly. I can see that fan section is still standing, so they're, I guess, huddled together for warmth. Either way, Ethan Lemos, big catch to the 15-yard line. Will Bankowski snaps the ball. He's got TJ Smith with him. He rolls out to the near sideline. He's going to be hit and dragged down. He might have gained a yard on that play. 9:20 to go in the 4th.
Yeah, it looked like his receiver slipped on the play. He was looking for a quick little slant and decided to turn off field instead.
And he will pick up 5 yards, in fact, to the 10.
Way to the
Or no,
10-yard
they go to the 5-yard line, I believe. Nope, it is the 10. My bad. I was looking at the wrong marker. That is the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
This could be the nail in Manchester's coffin if we were able to score a touchdown here.
A touchdown with the extra point would be even better.
Yeah. TJ Smith in the backfield.
Absolutely. He's got one in motion. Snaps the ball. Little play action there. To 19. In the end zone. Touchdown, Lemos. Touchdown, Eagles.
Lemos makes his way into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Oh, man. It looks like we've got some extracurriculars down at the corner. That is not good right there. These guys are getting chippy with each other. You know, in this generation of football, a lot of it is preaching sportsmanship, and that's just not what you want to see.
No, Manchester has been getting frustrated. They've lost their head. They've lost their cool a couple times with some penalties, and just it is getting chippy.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have not won a game with this shit.
And we've seen it happen in the NFL. I'm sure it's happened to your Pittsburgh Steelers a few times. A few more times than you'd mentioned. It happened most notably to the Browns of Cleveland, and then they turned it around incredibly.
Yeah.
With the likes of Baker Mayfield beating your Steelers in the playoffs last year. There's a point after.
In the wounds, are you,
The point after is good, and you bet I am. As a New England fan, I don't get much to brag about anymore.
Wethersfield 34, Manchester 10.
But even though as a New England fan I don't get to brag about much anymore, I do get to brag about this. Eagles up 34-10 late in the 4th. That might be it.
I think it is. I think it's a good time for Wethersfield to keep flexing their dominance, keep their heads, just keep going, and then look forward to next week.
And next week, Middletown, the final home game. Although this is our final broadcast of the season, so we've got a scheduling conflict in the auditorium with the upcoming theatrical play. And we will not be able to move our gear from the auditorium to the field to the auditorium again. So next show will be Almost May, and you can buy your tickets Thursday and Saturday, as well as the Sunday matinee. They notably do not play on Friday, as hopes to not, I guess, feel the impact of a draw from the football game.
Yeah, you don't want a conflict of interest.
Exactly.
Go out there, support the kids from Wethersfield High School. Mr. Rhodes and the rest of the people there put on a phenomenal show.
Oh, every year they do that. There's a squib kick nearly dropped, picked up by the Redhawks, and he's drilled at the 40, put through the spin cycle back there.
Jimmy, I can close my eyes right now and guess that the Manchester has the ball at the 40. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Oh, the 41. Off by a yard.
It seems that's what Manchester has started every single series in this game.
Yeah, these guys are right around, you know, the hockey's neutral zone from 40 to 40, blue line to blue line. Any analogy you could come up with, they've started from that part of the field. Very generous field position on every drive for these guys, and that's nothing against these guys. They played very hard to get those field positions. But you know, Wethersfield's just got to try and step it up defensively. At least now, trying to really finish off this team. You step it up defensively here, maybe get an interception, maybe force a 3 and out. That is a big blow to a team that you have on the ropes. As there's a run play, they might pick up about 3 yards on this one.
And next week, Jimmie, is a dangerous game. It's a trap game. Hopefully, Wethersfield will not be looking ahead to playing their rival Newington too much, and they'll be able to focus on the game against Middletown.
Yeah, we've seen this team look past opponents before. Notably, it was week 2. Bristol Central, I believe, was the one opponent that these guys had really looked beyond. Or no, that was week 3 against Bristol Central. It was their first loss of the year. Came on the road. They really looked past those guys. Looking forward to Windsor. Got beat by Windsor and were put in a tough spot. They have to win out almost to guarantee themselves a spot in the playoffs. So today, next Friday, Thanksgiving Eve, if you could call it that, the 24th, these guys are really going to have to play very hard. Here's a snap by the Redhawks. Immediate pressure by Caleb Garcia, but a nice screen pass. Number 30 trying to get out there. On the move is 26, but it'll be brought down by number 44. That being the likes of Evan Christian.
Their way into Eagle territory, the first down for Manchester.
26 on a nice little reception there. Jaden Kennedy, the running back, on the screen pass. He'll come off the field for Nazir Hightower. Hightower's been on for a few sparse plays here and there, never for more than 2 in tonight's game. And we'll see, maybe do they utilize him a little bit more now that, you know, time is expiring, the game's almost up. One in motion, that's 21. They've stacked up pretty evenly for those receivers. Calling for the snap. It's a little delayed. Play action. Caleb Garcia again. Oh! Big catch. Even bigger little clip.
Nice hit there.
Will Bankowski got him, and number 27 picked up the pass. That was Jalen Hebert.
Will Bankowski's not only showing off the arm, he's showing off the tackle.
Picks up first down for the Red Hawks.
That was a nice little shot there to get him down. Almost akin to that of a hip check.
Yes, it was.
But the task at hand, Manchester is moving the ball along the field here. They're starting around the 15-yard line, 6:08 left in the fourth quarter. They're trailing 34-10. It's about a 4-score game, so really not a whole lot you can do with that information in only 6 minutes. A nice little screen pass again, that time to Hightower. Hightower goes down, though.
Yeah, but for Wethersfield, you want to end the game strong. You don't want to let Manchester score any points here. Definitely don't want to get a touchdown. You want to walk off.
And
keep them out of the end zone right now.
Well, these guys average just around anywhere from 14 to 19 points a game, on the cusp a few times of breaking 20, and twice they did break the 20 scoring ceiling there, but it's not often that they do that, and a touchdown here only makes it 34-17 with 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's a snap, dropping back, a little bit of pressure already, fires, ooh, nearly a one-handed grab by Arlon Potat.
Yeah, with a little pressure on him, he had to throw the ball behind his receiver, a little bit low and behind. That would have been a phenomenal catch if he was able to pull that one in.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing show with the hand-eye coordination. Looks like number 6 coming off the field. No? Yeah, quarterback.
No, number 6 is not. He's not coming off the field.
That was another guy. That was number 5. That was number 5. That was Hightower. And let's cool it on the stretcher talk here. Let's calm down a little bit. It's not that intense. Not the playoffs yet. Here's a snap. Parker runs in. A little pressure. He gets hit. A fumble. But it's fell on by Manchester. Manchester falls on it.
We have a Wethersfield player down.
That might be Caleb Garcia down there. And as an injury timeout takes place, we'll take a timeout. Your score with 5:02 to go in the fourth, 34-10, Wethersfield leads. Caleb Garcia. And so Caleb Garcia will be helped off the field back there. Number 98 to the bench. And he's had a phenomenal performance for tonight's game. No doubt about it. 5:02 to go, fourth quarter. Fourth and what appears to be 11.
Fourth down.
Fourth and 11.
Getting set.
Get some pressure.
They're in field goal range for certain. Inside the 30, inside the 35 for that matter, inside the 20 if you want to get really specific, because there's a throw! Oh, nearly picked off by Ben Caulfield wearing the number 8.
Great defense here. Great decision. Knock the ball down instead of going for the interception.
That was a solid move there. And we have a Berlin player down along that sideline. Manchester.
Jimmie, they're both red and white.
I was confused. We were going back in the schedule. I was confused. It happens to us when we get older. We're the ripe old age of 17. That starts happening now.
Now, what is the Berlin? Is it Berlin?
They're the Redcoats.
The Redcoats.
They're the Redcoats. And as another injury timeout takes place, we'll also step aside once more. All the action coming up next. 4:45 to go in the fourth. 34-10. Eagles in control still.
What's he mean? See? Up and out.
So as the player gets back up, he'll walk off the field. A few other Berlin players walks off grabbing his helmet there.
That's twice. Strike.
I didn't say Berlin.
You did again.
I did?
Jimmy, you said
Oh my goodness.
That's strike two. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, if it happens the third time, I'm going to strike
if it happens,
out, and I'm on the mic. That's
if it happens the third time, I'm hanging up the microphone.
I'm taking over your job, Jimmy.
Eagles have got it now. That's number 17. It takes it Louis Montalvo for Wethersfield.
Are you sure it's not Central?
I'm sure it's not Southington. Almost certain.
They were 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
We get back to the line, maybe a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard on the play, second down.
Second and 11 here. 4:23 to go, fourth quarter of action.
I think Wethersfield's going to try to keep it on the ground, just wind out this clock, take the W, go up into the locker room, celebrate, and get ready to come back in again, watch a little film, get ready to practice.
We don't want to give the ball over to Manchester. This late in the game, you're trying to end strong. You don't want any of those mental errors there. These guys are really running out the clock. 4 minutes now to go as the Manchester Red Hawks have got it. There's a snap. Handoff. Oh, and he's eaten alive. Nearly dropping the football, but he'll hang on to it. Big jump by the Red Hawk defensive line, rather.
Looks like, though, it's going to be a little too late for the Manchester team there on defense.
Yeah, Manchester, they put up a valiant effort here as we come towards the end of the contest. 3.5 to go here in the fourth. Fans began to file out. Middle schoolers considerably thinner on the hill in population. The fan section hasn't moved an inch, though. Wethersfield faithful likes to stay till the very end.
Either that, they're frozen to the bleachers.
They might be frozen to the bleachers. I wouldn't put it past them. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to see a bunch of blocks of ice as I'm walking out of here. Trust me. Snap. Handoff, and he's got room. Joe Von Hill takes it off for a little bit. Back to around maybe that 15-yard line, maybe the 16 if he's lucky. This should be 4th and 10 here.
4th and 10 for the Eagles.
Manchester playing very well defensively, and they will get the ball back with 2:40 to go. We'll see how deep the punt goes and determine how long. Oh, wait a minute. Bankowski's still on the field, though.
I think they're going to take it all the way down to the last second, call a timeout.
Maybe.
And then punt it away.
Oh, for certain. These guys do not want to give Manchester a lot of time left. Again, when you're trying to finish strong against a team you were playing very well against all night. And, yep, there's the timeout. You called it. Timeout for Wethersfield with 2:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Eagles are going to advance to a 6-2 record on the season. They have Middletown next week, a trap game. Try not to look past their opponent in the Blue Dragons ahead of November 24th's annual meeting with Newington. It was supposed to be here at Wethersfield last year, but last year we didn't get to play, so now it's in Newington. The trophy, I'm going to have to say goodbye to it in the athletic wing. I'm going to have to give my farewell send-off, and then hopefully when we win it back on the 24th, I get to see it again.
There you go.
Always nice seeing that
Jimmy,
trophy coming out of Jim.
Box again if they go to the States, or is this your last football game?
I'm not sure. I know if we make States and we get a home game, I'm certain we'll be in this booth again, but that is completely uncertain. It looks like they're trying to call a player back onto the field.
They're looking for Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe Chapman has to go back out onto the field. 17, Louis Montalvo back there to punt. He's all the way backed up on the goal line. Punts it away. Oh, man, this is short. Oh, right down the sideline to maybe the 30. Maybe a little ahead of the 30. Yeah, that'll be around the 38, maybe the 39. Or no, the 29, sorry, 29.
But at this point in time, up 34-10, just really want to make sure you get off the field without any injuries, put a little pressure on the quarterback, but get ready for next week.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to let any scores go in. You don't want to go up any big plays, any big yards. But really, I think right now we're about getting off the field.
Definitely. So, we'll take a look. take a look at the CIAC Mobile and try and get a look at some brackets for you as the playoffs begin next week for many of the sports. Oh, dropped out of the receiver's hands, number 21 back there, that being Arlon Potate.
And the quarterback just paid the price too, holding the ball a little bit longer. Tyler Burgos got a nice hit on him.
Yeah, that was a nice play. So now we can officially say the brackets have been released. Wethersfield boys soccer will play at home on the 9th, 7:15. They'll take on 9 and 7 Torrington, the Eagles. I believe that's Mr. Cacomo. No, Mr. Cacomo's team is Tolland. That's right, the Tolland Eagles. I don't know, I'm not sure Torrington is the Eagles, but 9 and 7 Torrington will play the 10-3 and 3 Wethersfield Eagles boys soccer team. Coming up as that is a dropped pass with 1:58 left in the quarter, third down. That will be, again, November the 9th, 7:15 in the evening. Of course, we'll get a look at girls soccer for you, followed by field hockey, as those are the remaining brackets we have on tap for you. I believe I might have pulled up the wrong bracket just now.
Yeah, the Wethersfield defense now is just playing for the pass, just kind of looking for opportunities now to pick one off. I'm going to guess there might be one more left in it.
Might be.
Big pressure on the quarterbacks.
Hands off, man.
Oh, right through the hands again.
Passes incomplete.
Get your hand.
That was a very catchable ball right there.
That was. Wethersfield girls soccer, they'll play on the 8th, 4 p.m. away at Foreign against the 9-4 and 3 Foreign high school team. The 8-6-2 conference championship Lady Eagles will be playing then in an afternoon set. And get a look at field hockey for you. We do know Eagles in Class M for that one.
They're pretty highly rated, aren't they?
They are. They were actually tied for first, coming in with Guilford. Both teams 15-1.
Okay.
By a lot, the Eagles came away with the number 2 position. Fourth down, set up. Here's the throw coming. He's going to let one fly. He's got a man and a solid pass, but an even more solid hit. Number 47, Noah Pascaretta, comes out there big time.
That's a first down for Pascaretta on the last couple of downs, last couple of series.
For certain. Wethersfield ranked number 2 in the Class M field hockey rankings at 15-1. They will play the same day as boys soccer, only with a 4:45 start against 7-9 Brookfield. The number 15 Brookfield Bobcats have come to town. They win that contest. They will take on the winner of Fitch and East Line. So certainly a long road for anybody coming up to Wethersfield for some field hockey. Here's the snap on first down. Fires it. Nearly intercepted. What a catch by number 27. Wow. Jalen Hebert with a touchdown last minute with 1:06 to go.
Parker connects. Hebert. Touchdown for Manchester.
Here comes that tremendous kicking power that we saw earlier in this contest.
Is it going to wind up in the softball field? And if so, how far in?
Well, you can see if the cameras are pointed that way. There's that pitch black void back behind the uprights. I think it's maybe going to the fence, maybe where the netting is on the softball field, into that void. That ball's not going to be found until Monday.
Out of trips.
Oh, they're going for 2.
They're going for 2 here. Oh, this is exciting. And the quarterback, Adrian Parker, trying to call for a bit of motions here. Man, I was excited.
One on the outside.
I was excited to place a bet on that kick. 2-point conversion was good. Solid pass out to, I believe, 26, Jaden Kennedy.
1 minute 6 seconds to go in the game. Wethersfield 34, Manchester 18.
So that'll be a 34-18 score, thanks to the 2-point conversion.
Hands team. All hands on deck right now. Onside kick will be coming.
All hands man your battle stations over here. Still a decent lead for the Eagles. Another touchdown won't sink the ship. But Manchester is certainly applying some pressure late. That's got to sound good on the mic. A little passing advice from Coach Matt McKinnon.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this will be either squibbed or an onside. Minute 6 to go in the 4th.
Jimmie, with a minute left, I want to say it's been a pleasure here, sharing a booth with you.
Of course.
And if you will have me, I'd love to do a basketball game with you this year.
Oh,
I don't know if that invitation is still an open one. If so, please let me know.
Oh, I would love that as well. And I also want to take time. This is our final football broadcast. As here comes the kick. Oh! Wait a minute. Flag goes up here.
Whistles were sounding, and finally a flag goes up. I don't think anyone was actually set.
No, I think they're just going to redo this. Yeah, they tossed back the tee.
This might just be a do-over. No, there is a
penalty. False start called against the Redhawks.
Manchester with a false start there.
I can't say I'm actually surprised. That might be Manchester's 10th penalty of the game.
Yeah, these guys have got to work a little more on the discipline aspect of the game. Here's take 2. Oh, they're not going to onside it. This is going to be sent pretty deep. Rolling along the ground. And they'll take a knee back there. They'll just down it right around or inside the 15. Minute 2 to go in the 4th.
Looks like the student base is heading for the exits right now.
Yeah, it's very cold. I don't blame them. No man I know would call them cowards. I do want to say, if this is our final broadcast, our final football broadcast of the season, I do want to say thank you to Olivia Deezus, who's been producing these games, as well as Sue Coco, giving us the opportunity to bring you the action right into your house, right onto your screens. All our cameramen, which have varied wildly over the season. This wasn't exactly a day I thought that was going to come very soon, about 3 years ago. There's a false start. You know, you start out sophomore year, you didn't think you'd have a season canceled or really think about your final high school broadcast. But it is apparent that day is here. I'll still be here for the winter season, still be here for the spring season, and still hear me over the PA systems on the basketball court, and likely the streaming of basketball games from inside the gymnasium. You'll catch me at the ice rinks from time to time, actually every time. Girls hockey, boys hockey, as well as the baseball field out there on Esposito, and back in this booth for lacrosse. But as that is going to be a run play, I believe by Smith.
And with all that said, Jimmie, it's just not football. There's something special about football. It's seeing a game, watching a game coming out in Friday Night Lights. I can't believe that you are going to be graduating.
This is
first walked into my class, and now you're a senior.
Yeah, this is really kind of closing a chapter on what I hope is a very long book in sports broadcasting, and I want to thank everyone who's ever supported us here at Blue Eagle, and myself included outside in the contest. You guys have no idea how much that meant to me as we continued the streams. It looks like a little huddle out there. They're going to run down the clock. All of this has meant so incredibly much to help me kind of further my goals and get along there. And the Eagles are going to win this contest 34-18.
And at the end of the game, Wethersfield 34, Manchester 18.
That is a wrap on the football broadcasting career. If we go on the road, sorry about that. If we go on the road for the States, there will be an attempt made to go out there and cast box that game like we did in New Canaan 2 years ago, get a little radio action for you on that contest. But other than that, that is a wrap on the football broadcasting career for Wethersfield. And, just want to say thank you to Mike Maltese, Sue Coco, and the rest of the Blue Eagle gang that had made this possible, especially that athletic director, Mike Maltesi, allowing me to come out here 4 years ago, get a head start in boys soccer. Always remember that game, that first contest, and that has been it for tonight's game. Your final score, Wethersfield 34, Manchester 18. For myself, Olivia Deezus, Riley D'Amato, Angelica, and all the other members that made this happen tonight, especially Mr. Bucci. Thank you so much for coming out and being a guest commentator this evening. My name is Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles, signing off for a final time from the football field. Good night, everybody.